Okay. Sluggy, bear with us. Shalom. Shalom. Let me see, Sluggy. Bear with us. You ever check it, bro?
Yeah. That's on the third 10-point page?
Yeah. Good. Shalom. You good, son? Yeah. Shalom, shalom. Mic check. Come.
Shalom, shalom. Before we get started, we're going to face the east and give all honor and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham HAQADASH. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach sound doctrine. And strong shalom to the hopeful elect. And, through the spirit, we want to talk about how, there's a way that seems right unto man, but like eventually, the Lord's going to have the last laugh. Because when people go to their own will and try to fulfill their own lust, they're always confounded one way or another.
Yeah, con. So before we start, we want to get the inspiration from this this lesson and where it came from. I'm gonna show this first video first. Bear with us because we haven't got the computer set up, so I'm gonna show it on the phone. Dedicated to all right, man, that's enough of that. Let me see. Yeah, he had 45 seconds left, but yeah, and one more. Let me see. So, Lucky, we're giving it to you raw. Yeah, con. You know, it shows you that the water. It's like we had to get, do it raw, but hey, that's where the inspiration come from, man. Jake out there, doing what they do, matter of fact, we could, we could start off with this, but I'm gonna get Matthew 24. You already got it? Oh no, I got it. Real quick, this is Proverbs chapter 1. Proverbs chapter 1 and 26. It says, I'm gonna start at let me start up. Let me start at 20. This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. It says, wisdom crieth out without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. So as we continue to camp and as we continue to bring out this truth, Jake is getting more wicked and more wicked. Okay, they're doing more wickedly things than they ever have done in their entire life, man. They, even if the pandemic is as real as they say, you see still Jake's mindset, man. Rebel. They do what they want to do. So when wisdom cry out, what's the wisdom? This truth, man. The holy scriptures, man, in the 100% doctrine is crying out in the streets. Isaiah 13, we're going to the gates of the nobles, right? And like the Lord said, we bid them into the marriage, good and bad, man. It says wisdom cry without the like you saw in the video, the chick twerking and shit, bust it, it was like bust it, they doing all that shit, or you had Edom in the middle of Jake with the speaker on his head, man, and then and tight, what'd you say?
Inciting.
Yeah, and then at the end you had what? Jake getting his ass whooped by 30 million cops, because what the Lord is doing, he's showing you an example of how not to be, man. Okay, he's showing the two different worlds. He's showing the righteous and the wicked. Okay, in terms of mindset, he's showing you the two different mindsets that the world has. There's only two mindsets: the righteous mindset, the wicked mindset. So when the time comes, when destruction comes, the Lord is going to laugh at your calamity, man. He's going to laugh when your fear cometh, man. He's going to mock when your fear cometh. It says, wisdom cried without, she uttered her voice without, she uttered her voice in the streets. She cried in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city, she uttered her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Right, that's a question mark behind that, because how long, man, will you love simplicity? As these, it's crazy, because when we was in the world, I had no idea that this kind of information was on YouTube.
No.
None whatsoever, man. I had no idea this type of people was on the street referring to Israel, man. I never seen it. I never knew. Showing you that the Lord, if he wants you in that mindset, he's going to have you in that mindset. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the judgment is going to be so great, because Jake is conformed to that already, man. Matt, you hold something real quick?
I'm grabbing for you.
Oh yeah, hold your precept. Isaiah 65 real quick. Isaiah 65 and 12. It says, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Right, that's Proverbs 6 and 23. Right, that's the way of life, man. Reprove. Right? Your father, your mother, they chastise the child, man. They correct them so they can continue to stay on the right path. If they can just let you get F's and let you come in when all late, then you're gonna be a damn hoodlum, man. A knucklehead, man. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. So you can never say that you never heard the words of the Lord, man. A young child has heard the words of the Lord, some way, shape, or form. Okay? It says, because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof, I will laugh at your calamities. I will mock when your fear cometh. So when destruction and desolation come upon Jake, man, the Lord is going to laugh at you and mock at you, man. Because when he tried to stretch out his hand and tried to grab you, man, you kept smacking it away. to the point the water got too deep. Your feet weren't touching the 3 feet ground, you know, the ground of the pool no more. Now you're trying to reach out for them. You know, it don't work like that. You got it.
Isaiah chapter 65, verse 12. It says, therefore will I number you to the sword.
So Jake, 2/3 of our people already numbered to the sword. That's why Esau, he's not aiming for 2/3. You know, he's aiming for, I know this kind of carnal, but Toy Story used to be one of my favorite movies growing up. And at the end of the first one, Woody and Buzz was flying in the air. You know, anyone that's seen the movie. And he said, Buzz, you missed the truck. He said, we're not aiming for the truck. You know, he was going to the main source, man. You know, Esau's not aiming for the 2/3, man. With everybody here, that's already a given. He going to the main source. He trying to go to the main source. He going straight to the truck, man. You know, you got to slap me.
Isaiah chapter 65, verse 12, continuing on, it says, I will number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear. But did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that were in, I delighted not.
Hey, the Lord said, who's the sword? Esau, Edom. And what the nigga was doing in the beginning? Nigga breakdancing and shit. They had the before shot and the after shot. Before he got the jab, and then after he got the jab, be happy. Because like the elder said, I was watching Elder Menazes earlier, and he quoted some I think from the brothers from GMSY. Hey, Jake think that after they got the shot, you know, after they got the jab, they think that they're gonna avoid the Lord's judgment. Like, you know, just because I got the jab, you know, I'm good. No, the Lord is still gonna smite your ass down, man. You know, people gonna start dropping like flies, man. You know, when they put them, I ain't gonna say it, but you know, when they put the new cellular towers out, you had all the you know, the things that fly in the air dropping. Flies, you know, bees and different stuff, man. When they would be in that environment too long because of the radiation and the vibration that it pushed off.
Right, I was about to say, so like brother did a lesson a while ago talking about like the actual vibrations, like that stuff means something. Like frequencies look different when you analyze them. Like, you know what I'm saying? What was I about to say? Like, I just lost it. Like he used the analogy of like vibrations in water, but it was another one I was thinking of that proved vibrations to be true. With the
I know the one I use too is the speaker with the sand.
Yeah, that's not what I was thinking about. But that's perfect. But so like it, but just like with anything you do, like a vibration doesn't necessarily mean like your cell phone like vibe. It's the root word is vibe. So certain things carry certain vibrations, just like we do with Christianity. We could be on the same floor talking about the same thing because we're coming from the same source. But the energy that comes with it, that comes a whole separate doctrine. That's the difference between understanding the Father, the Son, man, woman, child, and then the Father, the Son. I mean, yeah, the Father, Son, and Spirit all work together in the same thing. Like, that doesn't make sense. That goes against what the scriptures say. But because the energy you're coming in and the tools that you got, you're misusing it. That's just like writing with a pencil upside down. You're erasing the whole time and expecting to write a paragraph. Like, you working against the grain. But that's because you lack understanding. You don't have the oil. And if you were allotted to be a part of that number that has no understanding, the Lord is going to laugh at you. Back to the point of what this lesson is.
Because at the end of the day, like, Jake thinks this is a goddamn game, man. This is not a game, man. This is real fucking life, man. You know, this is real fucking life, man. Excuse my Swedish. You know, this is real life, man. You know, and this is not a game. Jake always talk about this and talk about that. Well, we live in it, man. You know, and it was even crazier because Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi has pulled us out of it, and now we've seen it from the outside looking in. You see, we're no longer in that loop. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we see things for we see reality for what it is. Y'all still living in this dream world, this made up reality. This altered reality. That's why Esau tell you who he is. Altered, what do you say? Artificial intelligence. It's artificial. It's not real. It mimics the thing that is imitating. Okay, it's copying. It's a copycat. You know, the copycat is never the original. That's what Esau is doing, and he got your mind wrapped around the copycat mentality. That's why Jake try to be Esau and Esau try to be Jake. You know, we trying to be the nations and the nations trying to be us. So, hey, the Lord said, I will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh, man. You see? Because, hey, the times is coming. It's like never before, man. Matter of fact, I'm going to get that real quick. You keep going on that.
Yeah, come. Luke, like I said, Luke. Isaiah chapter 65, verse 13. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty.
So see, Jake talking about, different. It's no Jacob's trouble and different stuff. Hey, man, look, in a time of when it's all hell breaking loose, which is already hell breaking loose right now, it's just going to keep increasing. The Lord told you in 2nd Esdras, even though victuals seem cheap on the earth, then evil shall still multiply. Bro, from paraphrasing, evil still increase. So with that being said, which is going to lead us, Lord willing, into Matthew 24, dealing with as in the days of Noah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you got it.
Continuing on, Isaiah 65, chapter 13.
So we're going to be good, man. It's like we're going to be good in that day, man. Lord willing. Jake worrying about Jake trying to stock up canned goods, and they go down to their basement. They got 1 million canned goods lined up against the wall. They got a million water bottles. They got this kit and that kit. 9 times out of 10, you're not even gonna see that shit when everything get real, man. So we lean on the Lord because that's all we have is our faith. We're proved through our faith. That gold, that bar of gold, when it's dipped in the fire, it has nothing to lean on. Okay, the only thing it has to lean on is that it's gonna come out perfect. That's it. We're leaning on that we're gonna come out perfect. Meaning what? We're leaning on Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi because he's perfect. That's it. We keep getting dipped in the gold, man. We got no control of that. We got them tongues on us and they dipping us. That's that dipping us. We dip going in that fire, man. So that's why the Lord, when you endure to the end, we keep teaching all the way up until the last moment. Even when we ain't got no tongue, we praying in our mind. They cut our tongue out, we still praising the Lord in our mind. We still praise the Lord with our actions. It's you got blind people, you got deaf people. How you think they praise the Lord? So I'm just saying, you got it. It's like
Continuing on, Isaiah chapter 65, verse 13, it says, behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but you shall cry for sorrow of the heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. It says, and ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen, for the Lord Yahawah shall slay thee and call his servants by another name. Beautiful, because like Jacob's trouble, where the whole time everybody, God, why are you doing that? What's going on? The prophets have been telling you, starting with the mark of the beast, the Maxine, certain things, like according to 2nd Esdras chapter 9. Like, we pay attention to the prophecy, Isaiah 62, constantly watching. So when things pop up, it's not coming to a surprise for us. It's not going to be a surprise where you can't go nowhere unless you got a chip. Because why? Elder Apostle Hart, through the Holy Spirit, has been talking about this for years. And then the closer it get, brothers who new into the fold and sincere about what they do are going to be saying the same thing, proving that it doesn't matter if you ABC or LMNOP, GMS, it don't matter what you are. If you come in a true state of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, we're going to be speaking the same thing.
Yeah, come.
Whether I'm on the west coast of Africa or I'm 10 minutes away.
Yep, come. That one body, man. We went into a last lesson. That the body is functioning all together, man. Don't you know that your legs move on the same accordance of the vibrations that's pushed in your brain? When your leg get cut off, that's why people still think it's there. When they that's why they fall, they go to stand up and forget the leg got cut off because the brain is sending the same still the vibrations are still bouncing in their mind to tell them that the leg is still there, because that's what they used to, you know, until the mind has to cope with it not being there anymore, and then the body adjusts. You see, that's how the body works, all aligned with each other, same member, same functions, you know. But it's like not same function, but same member, different functions. It's like
same objective.
Yeah, kind of. Was that it?
Yeah, kind of.
Real quick, this is Daniel 12:1. And at the time shall Michael Allah stand up, and the great prince which standing for the children of the people, right? The archangel, man. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. So if you're not written in the book, man, you know, you're gonna face, you know, you got what's the saying in the world? You going to hell with gasoline drawers on, and you going to that lake of fire with gasoline drawers on, man. You're walking charcoal, you know, and Esau is constantly pouring the lighter fluid on you day by day, man. The concepts and the ways you uphold to, hey, it's lighter fluid, man. It's flammable. The way of life Jake lives is flammable. That's another lesson in itself. You got it. All right. So a time like never before is coming upon the world, and Jake not gonna be ready. They twerking on the beach and shit. They preparing for summer. You know, they talking about their summer goals, and it's a summer what's the word?
Aspiration.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Con. You know, that's what Jake is thinking about. Who gives a damn what Esau thinking about? Our focus is you know, Jake, man, because Jake is the judgment starts in the house of the Lord, man. You got it.
Like this is Judges chapter 10, and I started verse 14. It says, "Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation." So, you know, the whole point of this lesson is the Lord is going to laugh at you in your calamity. And, you know, through various precepts, we can understand how Israel went off, Jeremiah 3, how we played the harlot. And now, you know, we're trying to come back into the fold. 2/3 of our people are still playing the hoe, the bop, the thought, you know what I'm saying, spiritually and physically, you know what I'm saying? So when it says in Judges 10:14, go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen, that's being what's the word? Not sarcastic. That's being facetious. Like, don't ask for my help now. I gave you the way. I told you about the straight gate. It's just like the analogy I use all the time. It's like going to the gym. Like, if you're an average Jake, you're not gonna just go in there and throw up 225. You're not gonna go in there and just squat 400 off rip. You got work to do, and not just that day. It's for an extended period of time until what? Until you reach your goal. So we have work to do. We have a power. We have a route to cleave unto until the day of Yahawah's return. But if you try to go against the grade, PEDs, steroids, then you're a thief and a robber because you're trying to find some other way.
Yeah,
where really it's all about your mindset, your diet, you know, discipline.
Romans 10:3 coming up some other way. Establish your own righteousness.
Exactly. So when you cleave to the straight gate and to the things required to travel that straight gate, you come prepared. Just like hikers, you know, Esau love going into the mountains because they know what to do. All right, I got to get shoes that can fit in between there. We laugh at the shoes with the little individual toes, but they know if they went up there with the Skechers that they normally wear, they'd crush their toes and won't be able to fit into them little crevices. They're like, okay, that's the difference between making it up 2 feet and falling 100. You know?
No, you got more than that?
No, that was it.
Just a quick precept. This is Joshua 24:15. I'm gonna start at 14. Now, therefore, fear Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. See, Jake don't fear the Lord, man. What's that? Sirach 19. The fear of the Lord is the knowledge of his omnipotency, or it's the wisdom and knowledge of understanding. Yeah, grab that real quick, man. You know that. See, Jake don't fear the Lord, man. And look, you know what's crazy? Jake will be on the beach twerking and shit with a cross on their neck. You know, trying to represent the Lord in a sense, right?
Or on Instagram showing that same video with John 3:16 in their bio.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, exactly. You know, on the cars and shit. My wife said she came home one day. My neighbors, I don't know if they some young children, kids, man. I don't know what happened, but there used to be an old lady stay there. I don't know if she died or what, but these young these young dudes or whoever they stay there, it's a bunch of them, man. Just be in and out. You know what I'm saying? They be in and out. She think they, doing their thing, but dealing and stuff. But they white, they Esau, man. But it'd be a bunch of people randomly. But she came home one time and the fucking Ephraimite chick twerking and shit, and this one Jake on the trunk of the car, and one car drove off. But because Jake mindset is to party, Jake mindset is to, you know what, YOLO. You only live once. You know, yeah, Khan. You know that whatever spirit. You know, do as thou will spirit, like it says in 2 Maccabees 7:16. Right? That's Esau's spirit. A beast, do what thou will. You know, a beast can motherfucking roam the street, bite a motherfucker, do whatever, man.
Eat out the trash.
Eat out the trash, Nasty. You got it.
This is Sirach.
Oh, damn, I ain't finished it. It's like it. This is Joshua 24:14. Now, therefore, fear the Lord and serve him in sincerity and in truth, right? The Lord told you that he is a spirit, so you must worship him in spirit and in truth. In order to have the spirit, you have to have 100% of the doctrine, 100% of what the Bible is talking about. And put away the gods which your father served on the other side of the flood and in Egypt, and serve ye Yahawah, because Jake is still wrapped around the gods of the world. They still serving the whore. The Lord told us we can't serve God and Mammon. The first thing Jake is doing, I just saw a clip. I forgot what I was watching, but dude was talking about that Jake. Oh no, not a clip. I heard one of my coworkers. He was talking to his homie or whatever, and the dude said, man, he was like, Jake, you talking about the stimulus checks. What are they doing with the stimulus checks? As soon as they get everybody that they know they got their stimulus checks, first thing they do is go to Walmart and buy flat screen TVs. You know what I'm saying? They spending their money on dumb shit, man. They going out to do the dumb, what Esau has planned for them to do is to be niggas. Just to show how dumb they is. Esau play with y'all, man. Esau plays with you. He know y'all niggas dumb, so he just, let's, he laughing. Let's see what else they do next. You got niggas. You got one dude killed his whole homies, his family over a stimulus check. He was only going to receive $700. He wanted half of a $1,400 stimulus check, and he killed his the 4 people for $700, man.
And so somebody that grew up across the street from my grandparents' house, they told us never play outside, and they kept us sheltered, but for this exact same reason. Dude murked the nigga for $500. It's not even enough to pay for a lawyer. What is the mindset of people who act like that, operate in poverty within these curses, and don't realize the true power that they're dealing with? Because, ignorance itself is not a crime, but ignorance will allow you to go to an extent that you can't even fathom. Like, why would I do that? Like, that's just like me joining a mob, and I've never even heard of the word Italian. Like, think about that. Me joining the gang, I never even touched a gun before. Like, you susceptible to do anything because you don't know what's in front of you. You going to the zoo naming animals random shit because I don't know.
Yeah, yes, man.
Yeah, like it's dumb.
Yep. Come on. It says, so the Lord is saying, put away those gods, right? And if it seem evil unto you to serve Yahawah, choose you this day whom you will serve, man. So, hey, stop playing around, man. But Jake gonna keep playing around because they jokesters, man. They comedians, right? I forgot what the original word of comedian means, but in the modern day sense, comedian they play too goddamn much.
I have to look up that.
Yeah, look up comedian, because they don't mean it means something different. It don't mean to what we know as comedy now. Is it comedian or comedy? I think it's comedy. Yeah, how you go to comedy? It says, and if it seem evil unto you to serve Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, choose you this day whom you will serve, whether the gods which your father served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land you dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So we making the day I mean, we making a decision in our households to serve Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi to the best of our ability. You know, we're not looking forward to summer breaks and summer beaches and summer beaches, spring breaks and everything that entails, man. People at my job, yeah, I can't wait till the summer and the sun is like, shut up, dude. Of course, we love the nature and outside. We want summer too, just for the preaching. You know what I'm saying? So go out there more, you know, because you know the day's been crazy. You know, winter. We, you know, we don't miss camp, but you know, we're gonna be teaching more, Lord willing. Like we used to, like we always do every when it get hot. We go out more days. You know, but you know, instead like today, you know, instead of doing a sit down, we could go outside if we wanted to. In the winter, you really, you know, you don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? You got your things you can do. Now the Lord has given us mercy to allow us to do it right here via the unicorn, man. You know, but that's not an excuse to void out camp, man. It says comedy. It says it's like let me see. It was the best yeah, they're not giving they're not giving it they're not giving it to us what we need. It's all good, but if I find it, I'll just randomly post it. It says if it seem evil. Well, I read it. You could bring a precept out.
All right, this is Sirach, chapter 19, verse 18. The fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him, and wisdom obtaineth his love. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life, and they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. Verse 20 is the point. It says, the fear of the Lord is all wisdom, and in all wisdom is the performance of the law and the knowledge of his omnipotency. So when we do the things that please Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, you know, we're recognizing the power that he has. Deuteronomy 4 and 6, we bring it out all the time. How, like, you know, these laws, statutes, and commandments, the breath literally separates us from the other nations, you know. These guidelines, these precepts, these ordinances further confirm the government that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi set up in the heaven. You know, scriptures say, let things be done on earth as it is in heaven, roughly paraphrasing, because the things we do now are a representation of things to come. But we are faced with trials and adversities to not only refine us, but to further prove the Lord deals with balance. And that's why the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life. Because, you know, when we cleave to these scriptures, it flows out of it flows like living water. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, kind of. And when you don't operate within the Holy Spirit, you're stagnant. That's why people stuck at like the milk level, or you know, that cognitive dissonance, where when we introduce precepts and concepts linked with secular history and bring it all together to confirm that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is working in man, and people just don't get it, you know.
No, I mean, because Jake, that's what they missing. That's why Jake don't have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. See, simply just fearing the Lord, man.
Yeah, start from there.
You know, I mean, this thing is simple, man. It's the simplicity of Yahawashi, man. You got something else on that? You good enough?
No, that's it. Real quick, since we're on the topic. Shalaki, this is Psalms 143, verse 10. It says, teach me to do thy will, for thou art my power. Thy spirit is good. Lead me into the land of uprightness. Right. So during that time, you know, King Dawodah is probably talking about a specific land, but you know, through the spirit, that's the kingdom of heaven. It says, teach me to do thy will, for thou art my power. So we know in order to receive, like in Romans 9, the glory, the adoption, the coming back into the fold, you have to follow certain guidelines. It's just like a teacher, like, all right, I'm failing, and I know finals coming up. What do I got to do? You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to turn in all your late work. You got to get a certain percentage on your quiz. And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep up with the lesson, you know? So when we operate within the Holy Spirit, we're aiming to work our way up the chain of command. We're doing what we can to reverence the Father, recognizing that the only way to Him is Yahawah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, come. This is Matthew 24:36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. You see, so Jake out here partying, but they don't know the day of the Lord. It's gonna catch him as a thief in the night, man. It's gonna catch him off guard, man. It's gonna catch him when you least expect it, man. You know what I'm saying? When you know what I'm saying? That's how in the hood you watch hood movies. Jake be sitting there rolling up blunts, playing the game, and then niggas come in and start killing everybody. Now everybody dead. When they least expected, they thought everything was Gucci. You know, they thought, they thought because they was looked at a certain way that they, you know what I'm saying, they could move a certain way, man. You know? But that's not the case. It says, let me jump up to 32 real quick. This is Matthew 24:32. Now learn the parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, ye know that the summer is not. So we know that these things about the approaches because we see the leaves growing on the trees, man. We see the rumors of wars. We see the earthquakes. It's more earthquakes in the world than it ever was in the history of mankind, man. It happens every single day, literally almost over 200 earthquakes a day, man. You know, you have these storms, these tropical storms, man. These different things that's happening in the world. It says, so likewise, ye, when you shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the door, right? So when somebody comes up to your door at your home, they're right there, man. All they got to do is come in. So that the destruction, World War III, okay, MOB, all those things are at the door. They're just slowly coming in the house, man. You know, it says, verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled, right? So the generation that's here is the generations that's supposed to be, man. You know, until all these things be fulfilled, that's when this generation will, depending on your lot, will be fulfilled, man. It says, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. Right. So, the Father only knows when these things are going to take place. Not even in HAQADASH, right? For you Trinity doctrine, Negroes or whoever thinks like that. It says, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So, right, what was so specific about the days of Noah? Noah means Noah. Okay, because when Noah was building the ark, it never had rain on the planet Earth. You only have the dew, the mist, right? So they called him crazy, a deranged man, because he was out there saying it's gonna be a flood, man. They like, man, we don't even know what that is. That's like us. We saying that the chariots is gonna zap lasers onto the ground and burn up everybody, and the nuclear war is gonna. Jake don't even know what that is. They don't even know what the chariots are. They don't know what the Bible. A lot of them don't know what the Bible entails. They don't know what an Israelite is. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? They don't know nothing, man. It says, but as the days of Noah, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Hey, when you least expect it. So that's why the Lord is going to laugh at your calamity, because while you twerking, we working.
Hey,
It says, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. So that very last moment, they were doing the same things that you see now. Even during this pandemic, people still marrying and drinking and partying, man. You know what I'm saying? You got a precept?
Actually, kind of, yeah, This is Psalms 37:9. It says, "For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon Yahawah, they shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yeah, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be." So, evildoers shall be cut off. Starting with Esau, Edom, you're going to be cut off permanently after your 1,000-year period. But, 2/3 of them be cut off via Jacob's trouble, the returning Yahawah, but they're going to have another chance being born back to the ones of the elect. Verse 11. All right, come on. Verse 11, it says, "But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace." Yeah, that's about it. Oh, so it's not. It says, "The wicked plotted against the just."
Woo, the wicked plotted against the just, man. So Jake, you ain't doing nothing but falling into the snares. Snare means a trap. You ain't doing nothing but falling into the nets of Esau, Edom, man. They think they doing something. Jake really be thinking they doing something. I look at that video I just showed, and you had Jake out there with their little Miami jerseys on. You know what I'm saying? They shades, they lineups. You know what I'm saying? Thinking they fresh, man. You ain't really doing nothing, man. You ain't doing nothing, man. With Michael Jackson, you ain't nothing. You ain't bad. You ain't nothing. You got it. It's like
God. It says, "The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming."
Woo. Ooh.
Yo, plain and simple. Because when the Lord tried to tell the righteous what to do, and they still fell off, via the 2/3, they didn't listen. And Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi planned it so beautifully. He's a man of war. The people allotted for destruction, on the left-hand side via the other nations, he puffed them up like he puffed the Pharaoh up. For layman's terms, if the new watchers, he made it essentially the closest it's going to be to a fair fight. Nobody wants to fight somebody who I'm cool, bro. I ain't even like that. When you fight and you really about that, you want to fight somebody who think they Muhammad Ali, who think they Tyson.
Yeah. When you about it,
you thrill, yeah. Somebody who owned it, all right, I'm gonna take the belt from him. Like he think he the champ.
Yeah,
I'm gonna knock the shit out of him.
You can't fight for real. That's the ones that be the bullies and the one that can't. They fight. You know what I'm saying? Go to somebody. They pump faking and shit. Yep, you got it.
I was in on that. Yeah.
This is Matthew 24:38. "For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be." You see? So the same, like everything is normal right now, supposedly be normal, right? What the world considers normal. They don't expect a big ass blast to hit the earth right now. A blast. And by earth, I mean like literally earth, and also I mean like America. Okay, the Western Hemisphere. They don't expect a blast to hit, North America, South America, Canada, what you call Jerusalem today. They don't expect that. The Lord said in the scriptures to tell you that in his inward thoughts is deep. Okay, his inward thoughts is that his house should he think that his house would last forever. Okay. But the Lord has other plans for you, Esau. It says jumping down to 44, "Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as you think it not, the Son of Man cometh, who then is faithful and wise servant." See, Jake want to get that. What's the consolation? Is that what I'm looking for? They want to see their problem. Just say they want to see their prize now. You see, they want to receive their reward now. We have a greater reward coming. You just can't. Jake just not patient enough with anything. As soon as you get a stimulus check, even though investing in businesses and shit is irrelevant, Jake still don't even have that mindset. They want to go and you know what I mean? Like whatever. They don't even think to they don't have a providing mindset. A business is an asset. They don't have a businessman mentality or a businesswoman mentality. These scriptures teach you that, man. It says, "Who then is faithful and wise servant whom the Lord hath made rule over his house, and to give him meat in due season? Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Verily I say unto you that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. But if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord, delay of his coming, right? So you going back into the world, you saying the Lord delay his coming, man, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants and to eat and drink with the drunken. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, that the Lord of that servant shall come in the day when he looketh not for him, and in the hour that he is not whereof. And it shall cut him asunder and appoint him his portion. But the hypocrites, there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth, because why are you going to be dwelling in that torment, that lake of fire, man? You got something real quick?
Yeah, kind of just real quick. I'm laying back on the point you made. That you said, this is a business, and we have to get about our Father's business. Luke chapter 2, verse 49. Just to provide context real quick. This is when Yahawah became of age and became a man according to the scripture, and without hesitation, he went and taught the word. So this is Luke chapter 2, verse 49. It says, and he said unto them, how is it that ye sought me? Wist ye not that I must be about my Father's business? So this is a business, and we go into the parable of the flipping the talents and the coins. Like if I give you $100,000 to start a business, at the minimum I expect 200,000, so that way I can get what I got in my investment plus profit, and that's what we have to do. Whether you make 100,000 or 100 million, because if you go in the red, that means you didn't take advantage of the opportunities of the tokens that Yahawah gave you.
Yeah, the Lord said that wicked and slothful servant. The man said, I fear thee because thou art austere man. I knew thee was an austere man. So you didn't flip the talents, man. Hey, go into the etymology real quick, business. Let me get this precept. This probably be my last one. Revelation 16. And we get that first. Revelation 16 and 8.
The etymology of business, it says care, anxiety, occupation.
Occupation. Right? We can go into that, but go ahead.
It says careful, anxious, busy, occupied, diligent.
Occupied, diligent. Go ahead. It's something else. That one in that.
It says the original sense is obsolete, as is the Middle English sense of the state of being much occupied or engaged.
Engaged. This is the business. Your business you're engaged in because you're focused on how to make it, grow. Bro, you can become a millionaire doing anything. Jake, just too damn simple. I wanna, man. Look, man. If I create my own pillowcases, I want. I buy, with some styrofoam, like the ones that the food come in from restaurants, or forks. I can have a business selling that. And eventually, I'm marketing it with Target, and you know what I'm saying. It's easy. We all could be, but that's not our mindset. That's not what the Lord has set us up to do. We need to be about this business. Our faith, establish our coins. So when the time comes, we can cash in. We don't want to be on the outside looking in. We're inside looking in, Lord willing, man. We want to be in that chariot, jumping up and down with Yahawashi, man. You got it. Was that it on that? Yeah. This is Revelation. You had to preach that, don't you? You good? Revelation 16 and 8. And the fourth angel poured out his vial upon the sun, and power was given unto him to scorch men with fire. And men were scorched with the great heat, and blasphemed the name of Yahawah, which have power over the plagues, and they repented not to give him the glory. And the fifth angel poured out his vial upon the seat of the beast, and his kingdom was full of darkness, and they gnawed their tongues for pain, because the judgment that's about to come in this place, that we read in Daniel 2, is going to be like a time that never touched the earth. The judgment is it's literally called the day of the Lord, because it's literally the greatest judgment. But hell is supposed to be greater judgment. No, the day of the Lord is the greatest judgment, man. He's going to confound the wise men. He's going to confound the mighty in that day, man. All you Israelites puffed up with knowledge, man. All you Edomites puffed up with riches. Okay, all you nations puffed up with the glory of the Israelites, man. He's going to confound the world, man. All you 2/3 that's puffed up with the ways of the world, man, and not the ways of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Because the Lord he told you in Wisdom of Solomon 2 that we boast that we have the knowledge of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. We confess that we have the knowledge of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and we're going to boast in the kingdom that we have the knowledge, according to Isaiah 61. It says, 9, and men were scorched with great heat and blasphemed. So because of the pains and the judgment the Lord is bringing, man's going to try to blaspheme the name of the Lord. You know, like Apostle Tara said, you take my mother from me. You know, that's what Jake gonna be doing, man. Because they was too busy twerking. Like what happens when you see a news clip about Jake? First thing that the person being interviewed say about the individual that was slaughtered is she was a good person. She never meant no harm to nobody. She has 4 kids. She loved everybody. No, she was wicked, man. She was wicked. Yeah, whoever perished being innocent, man. She was wicked, man, and she got judged. Getting hit by your phone falling in between the train tracks and you bending over to get the train. I mean, get your phone and you getting slaughtered by a train. That's judgment, man. But she was a good person. Come on, man. We got to stop being simple and give it to what what it is. Face value, man. It says, and men were scorched with great heat and blaspheming the name of Yahawah, which have power over these plagues, and they repented not to give him glory. And the 5th angel poured out his vial upon the seat of the beast, and the beast is NATO in the EU, man. Okay? The capital of Edom is Basra, which represents America. It says, in all the countries that's allied with him. It says, the 5th angel poured out his vial upon the seat of the beast, and his kingdom was full of darkness, and they gnawed their tongues for pain, and blasphemed the name of Yahawah of heaven, because of their pains, and their sores, and repented not of their deeds. So they're not, at the end of the day, the 2/3 is the number to the sword. You're not going to repent. That's why the Lord is going to laugh at your calamity. When your fear coming, he's going to mock. Who you going? Lord told you in Isaiah 47. He said to Esau, he said, call upon your stargazers, your astronomers, call upon your sorcerers, the one who do these different things, these divinations, and see if they save you in that day. You're not going to be able to. Like Pharaoh and them, and they were trying to do all them spells and stuff. They weren't able to, because the Lord give the power to everything, man. If it's a demonic attack, the Lord issued that hit, man. You got something
real quick, because people try to negate Bahasham Yahawashi. 2 quick ones. It says Deuteronomy 32:39. It says, see now that even I am he, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that could deliver out of my hand. Self-explanatory. So the Lord is control of all, on the left hand and on the right hand side. Because there is no guile, no guilt within him. So if a squirrel dies at 2 o'clock in the afternoon somewhere in San Francisco, or if the president of the United States dies on national TV, the Lord controls it all. Real quick, 1 Samuel 2:6. The Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. So he can bring you down to a lower state, hellish condition, the actual grave, or he can esteem you to the level of a king or a prince, or just get you above the situation that you was. Like you was poor, had no job, now you work the minimum wage. $0 to $8.50. That's a huge gap. That's seriously, it be a little shit, but the Lord's control of it all. It's just like I was watching Shatas the other day. One of the main characters came back in the town. Yeah. He pretended like he was cool, grabbed a dude. He was like, I want it all. He said, whether you sell a kilo or a nickel bag, like I want parts. That's roughly paraphrasing, but the Lord got all that. So because the Lord, why, is the ultimate gangster. Like,
the Lord is the ultimate Godfather. He's the ultimate. He got hitters. Michael the Archangel, we just read it from Daniel 12. Hey, he sent them hitters out, nigga. They execute, man.
Man of war.
Man of war. That's where they got the concept of Godfather from in all these movies, man. From the mindset, they tried to mimic the mindset of the Lord, man, and how he moved, but they used it for wickedness, Like they did it like using drugs and vainglory, and maliciousness and all these different things, man. But it came from the Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man. This book is powerful, man. This book is powerful, man. So that's why the ones who I wanted to get 2 Esdras 9. We can close with that. You want to get 2 Esdras 9 and 9 real quick? That's the spirit, because I forgot about it. 2 Esdras 9, and you can start at 9.
2 Esdras chapter 9, verse 9. It says, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment. Verse 10. For such as in their life have received benefits.
Hey, your stimulus checks, you know, your 401ks, your
WIC, SNAP.
Yep. All the, what's the EBT? You know, those are benefits, man. You know, these different programs that Esau come up with to try to fool you, man. He press it. Press. Here you go. To the point that so many presses, you're not even you just accustomed to it now. So then when finally something good, like, you know, that's why Jake stumped on each other for Black Friday. When the deals is not even really deals. Yeah, you got it.
For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them.
Place of repentance is open, baby. The Lord has given it to you, man. It's open. So why was he open until you what?
It says the place of repentance was open unto them, understood not.
They understood not.
But despised it.
They despised it. They cast it behind them.
The same must know it after death by pain.
So therefore you must know it after death by pain. That's why the Lord's going to laugh when your fear cometh. An atheist believes when he's about to drown. An atheist believes when he's put in the fire, man. You see? Naturally trying to call out to a higher being, or naturally trying to call out for help. You know? So that's why the Lord gonna laugh when your fear coming, man. You got something you want to say?
Everything is done decently and in order. So the intent behind that laughter is going to be for a reason.
It's not malicious, you know what I'm saying? Done. It's righteous judgment. It's like,
no, you're good. That's beautiful that you said that. So the Lord is not going to laugh at you for no reason. The Lord deals with balance. Like, you know, he sent judges, he sent prophets, he sent you opportunities, just like we read in 2 Ezra 9. When you had the chance, not when you had the leisure, when you had the opportunity. There's difference between opportunity and leisure. Like in my leisure, I chill, watch a video, or I might play the game. But when an opportunity arises, I take advantage because I don't know when this is going to arise again.
Exactly.
So due to your lack of urgency, due to your lack of understanding, through the various regenerations, it's not the first time we've been through this. Through the various regenerations and disobediences through those regenerations, the Lord was like, I've had enough. I'm going to laugh at you. It's just like after that last whooping, it's like almost I gave up on you, man. So now if you locked up, after all them times I told you not to steal, come in when the house, it's like come to the house when the street light come on, things I did in preparation for better things to come, and you despise them, I have no choice but to laugh at you. Like, see, this all this shit I was trying to help you avoid. But you went anyways. You gonna laugh when I told you to go right.
Hey, it's one of those things like you like, man, look, man, you know, your sister or brother become a crackhead. It's like, man, look, I didn't help you so many times. I didn't let you stay with me. I didn't did this. I didn't did that. It's like, man, what you want me to do, man? You know, that's a form of laughing in a sense at them. You know, the Lord's not gonna be like, ha, ha, ha. You know, he's in a nutshell of things when he's saying, I'm gonna laugh at your calamity. When your fear coming, it's a literal laugh, but at the same time, on a broader scale of things, it's a more of a like, nigga, I told you so. You know, it's nothing else for me to do for you. So therefore, you got to get this job. There's no if I have, you know, because he's a merciful power. You see, that's why he's allowing you to be reborn back into the loins of the hopeful elect. But outside of that, you got to get this judgment, man. That's just what it got to be. So that's him laughing at you, man. That's him mocking you when your fear coming, because you mocked him. Okay. That's just righteous pay. That's just righteous judgment, man. You know what they call it, the circle of life. That's the balance of things, man. The intertwining. You know.
Judgment is like the ring.
Yeah, come on, man.
One more. Keep roughly paraphrasing.
Yeah, come. And Jake not getting that in his mind, man. Bitch is twerking. I just can't get over that. The fact that, bro, I was watching. I was gonna do this lesson, but You know, on YouTube, you having random ass videos pop up. No, you ain't never even watched the video like that. Just pop up, right? Random. Man, there's one video randomly popped up of this Arab chick with her hijab or whatever it's called, her thing on her head, and she, you know, different women, man, all over the world doing them little TikTok dances, drunk off the wine in Babylon, man. Everybody want to be like Babylon, man.
The next Charlie, D'Amelio, Dixie.
Yeah, man.
The next LeBron.
Yeah.
Little Baby, whoever. It don't matter the name.
Yeah. Everybody doing the same goddamn thing, man. And that's what you see. It don't matter what so-called nationality or race, so-called race.
It's like, if you think about it on a small scale, like, look how the evolution of social media is. Like, first niggas popping off a Vine. Not even doing TikTok. TikTok is the same thing.
All of it's the same, yeah. Because you have MySpace. I was on MySpace.
Now Facebook.
You know, hey, same stuff on MySpace, man. You know, and then Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, the same. And matter of fact, it's all the same people owning all this one company, man. It's different platforms, man. Yeah, but Jake, like, you know, they're gonna do what they do. You got it.
This Hosea chapter 1, I started verse 9.
Hey, so like Jake gonna find a way to be wicked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Some way,
somehow they use some platforms and they issuing what? Twerk video, you know what I'm saying? Random
stuff.
Yep.
All types of wickedness.
You got it.
Hosea chapter 1, verse 9. It said, Most High are not my people, and I will not be your power. It says, Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured or numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, Ye are the sons of the living power. So this is actually talking about a person. But just like anything in scripture, it's a representation of the nation. Because it was said that, I'll read it again. It says, For ye are not my people, and I will not be your power. Does that mean Israel's done away with? No. You have to think of this in a paternal standpoint. The Most High is our actual father. Yahawah is our literal big brother through the Spirit. So what do? When you've been in trouble so many times, your parents start with the whoopings, like, you know, I'm not even mad, I'm disappointed. And he's turned his back on us.
All right.
So now, spiritually, we have to think spiritually. The Lord is not looking at us because light and dark cannot dwell together. You know, our opportunity back into the light, our light switch is Yahawah. And I won't be turned completely on until all the darkness is getting rid of completely. All the bad wine, all the leaven of the doctrine, all the wicked, you know, until all things be fulfilled, like we went into the last lesson. So, and that was it on that. You have anything?
No, that's it, man. The point is made. You know what I'm saying? It's
done.
Yeah, you can go like any lesson, you go hit it from any angle. Hey, the Lord gonna laugh at your calamity, Jake, because you think this is a game, man. You think this is a game, man. You know, and at the end of the day, he's gonna prove himself to be true and holy, man. You know, so with that,
hey, how you doing?
How you doing? So with that, we want to give honor and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham HAQADASH. Again, double honor to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who will teach them a sound doctrine, who are the true leaders of Israel today, being a great example to the ministry and the body of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, us younger brothers in the truth and the faith, and strong salutations and humble salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad to the four corners of the earth, making they calling an election sure, showing due diligence as well, right? Enduring to the end, to the very end, man. That Shalom,
Shalom,
DTA,
DTA,
Bible Ball.
Bible Ball.